Hi, everybody.
Hey, it is time. We are here.
At Lessons on 48th Lane, we're so glad that you could join us, and we want to do a shout out to the people who will be watching it later online. So we're so happy to see everybody today as we begin with our theme song.
Theme song time. All right, all right. Huh. Here we go. It's Thursday night. For you children. We're at our house. So come on in. We'll play a game. We'll sing a song. We'll tell a story of God's amazing grace. For it's lessons on 48 Lane. You know it's lessons on 48 Lane. Come on, it's lessons on 48 Lane. All right.
All right. Well, we're so glad that you could be with us here tonight. Remember, we're continuing our theme, Cooking with Jesus. And last week, we made that wonderful parfait with all the different fruits, right? And we talked about the fruit of the Spirit. And it was a lot of fun as we did that. And tonight, we're going to continue with our theme. And I think, I'm not really sure, but I hope that you guys remember, like, Larry the lunch guy. I think he might be making another appearance. So, and ready for the skit. So, and action. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Super Chef America, the show where we teach you how to be a super chef. So today on Super Chef America, we have a very special treat for you. Although delayed by a week, we will finally meet a super chef from Japan, Chef Morimoto. I'm sure it will be worth the wait. He's gonna teach us so much, and I'm so excited. I can't.
We have a problem.
Oh, we can't have another issue.
Oh, but we do.
Excuse me for a second, everybody. What's wrong now?
Chef Morimoto can't make it.
Why not?
Engine problems on the plane. They couldn't take off.
So, what are we supposed to do now?
Well, we do have a fill-in.
Oh my goodness, don't tell me.
Yes, it's me, Larry the lunch guy. I'm back, Jack.
Yes, you are.
I'm ready. I'm ready. All right. All right, so don't worry about a thing.
Okay.
I'm here. I mean, after last week, you inspired me. You inspired me to find the inner chef deep within me and let it loose. And so I am here. I'm ready for anything, all right?
I know, but we were supposed to have this cool demonstration on the art of sushi by the world-renowned Chef Morimoto.
Oh, I can do that.
But he was going to tell us all about the various forms of sushi and show us how to do it and even help me pronounce these right. And I was so excited, and now I'm probably going to just butcher them all up. But like
sushi. How hard is that?
Well, it's hard to say the names of it. So
you mean there's more than one kind?
Yes, there is. Like nigiri sushi and maki sushi and cherry something
the
like
hushi
that.
with
Yeah.
hushi? What?
And he was gonna, yeah. And this is just not gonna work. Do you even know how to roll sushi? Probably not.
Well, of course I do. I work in a school cafeteria.
Yeah, I know, but you do? You really know how to do this?
Look, I'm Larry, the lunch guy.
Yeah?
I'm a professional. I can open up a can of tuna, big can of tuna, and I spread it out on white bread. Then I roll it up, chop it up. There you go, sushi.
But
Tuesday, sushi day.
Okay, but that's just a tuna sandwich.
Well, not when you put my secret ingredient on it.
Okay, so what is that?
Well, I hate to give up my secret because it's so cool, but all right.
Okay.
Before I cut them, I take them and I roll them up in crumbled up old fish crackers.
You mean goldfish?
Well, we can't afford, the full thing, so we have to use generic brand old fish crackers. But they're still good and salty, and I love salty snacks.
Actually, I do too.
All right. Do you know, really my favorite is when you get, you make yourself one of those big old warm pretzels. Yeah. Yeah, you like those? Yeah. And I love baking them, and while they're still warm, I take the salt, those beautiful crystals, and I pour it all over there, and it is so delicious.
That salt really adds a lot to it.
It does, it does. And then I dip them in my Thousand Shire Fire sauce.
Thousand Shire Fire?
Yeah, you take some Thousand Island dressing, you mix in some Worcestershire, put in some Tabasco, and you got yourself something. I mean, sometimes I even make an extra batch, and I'll chop up a little bit of pickles in there. And you want to know what I call that?
No, I don't.
I call that my Thousand Shire sauce with a pickle juice chaser.
Ooh, that sounds quite, what's that word? Unique. Yes, unique.
Yes, unique. All right. Hey, I got an idea. All right. I mean, if you don't gonna trust me with the sushi thing, and all that woosty sushi stuff, why don't we make some of those pretzels?
Okay. No need. I guess we could make a quick trip to the store.
Oh, no, you don't have to go to the store. Larry, the lunch guy, always comes prepared. I'll go get the stuff now.
Okay.
And cut.
And that's exactly what Larry did. He got the fixings for our pretzels. So, I took the easy way out today because I knew that I wouldn't have enough time to make all the dough and everything. So I kind of cheated today.
All right.
So
how'd you cheat?
I did. I cheated like this.
You went to the carnival and got a pretzel?
No, or that Annie Ann's, is that what it's called?
Annie Ann's, yeah, Annie Ann's. Those
smell so
always
good.
smell good.
I need to get this jar. So actually got a pretzel like this. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Went too
It's frozen.
It is. That's because we have to bake it in the oven. And then I bet it's going to smell really good in here.
I bet it is.
So before we started tonight, I went ahead and I preheated the oven to 400. And I have this pretzel right here. And since Pastor Jeff is on keto, he can't have any. So I'm only making one. I don't know that I'm going to eat it all myself, but maybe. So
I got a feeling I might have a bite.
Okay. So here's the pretzel.
And I got salt.
Okay, just a sec, quit. All right, so here's the pretzel right here. Don't do anything with the salt yet because I'm just going to, since I'm going to follow the directions, it was on the box. I just have some water right here, and I'm just going to moisten the pretzel just a little bit with water all the way around. And you know why I'm going to do that? So that the salt will stick. Is that cool?
Yeah, need a little more water then.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
It looks a little dry there on one side.
And don't sprinkle all that packet on there.
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
This would be like for 6.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
You want to hear something? When I was a kid,
what?
I used to get salt like this and I just eat it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
That explains
your high blood pressure.
We don't talk about that on Lessons for 48th Lane.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Oh
man, that is looking good. Oh, gotta get a little more salt on there. Oh yeah, there we go. It's looking good.
Oh, it looks delicious. Can they see that?
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of.
There we go. Yeah. Well, we're gonna show you it up close and personal once it's
I'll even take a bite of it for you. Okay, I'm gonna stick it in the oven right now.
All right. So we're
doing.
talking about, the theme is salt tonight. And so that's what all this is about. And when do I read this? Do I read this?
Not right now, just wait for just a second.
Okay.
Excuse me. Because we're gonna do a little, a little experiment. All right, so right here, I have just like a mason jar that has a little bit of water on it. That's all it is, it's water. Do you wanna smell it? It's just water. That's all it is. And so we're going to use this water in just a second. And before we do it, we're going to add some food coloring. So I'd like you to help me pick out a color, because we're going to pretend for just an instant that this water right here represents the world. So we're going to try and decide what kind of food coloring we should do. Should we do like a red? Red would kind of mean to me like when we get really mad or angry.
Oh,
because
yeah.
sometimes that happens. When things don't go exactly the way that we think they ought to, we might get mad or angry at our friend or at our parents. Or should we use maybe...
Or even a friend.
Yeah, we could.
Like if your friend says something, you might get really angry.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, when we get really angry, the love of Jesus ain't exactly pouring out of us at all, is it? Nope. And
how about blue? Blue is kind of means to me sad. Sometimes things in this world happen that can make us really sad.
Yeah. Maybe you experience a loss. Maybe you get really sad because a friend's moving away or something like that.
Or your dog runs away.
Your dog runs away.
Yeah.
Sure.
All those things.
Sure.
And then the last color we have is green. And green is green with envy. Or I often think of jealousy.
Right.
Maybe the teacher...
The green-eyed monster.
Yeah, maybe the teacher passed out the test and you look at your test score and it's like a D, and you look over at your friends and it's an A, and you get jealous of that person.
So here's the thing. We need to put some coloring in
Yes.
here just to help you see the next part. So you get to pick. So the first one that types in either red, green, or blue, that's the color we're going to use. So I need one of you to type in one of those colors. Red, green, or blue. Pick it up. Pick up your phone or whatever it is that you're using and type in one of the colors so that we can decide which one. Because we're going to put that color in there. And then what else are you going to put in the jar?
We are going to put a raw egg in there. It's not hard-boiled, it's raw. So we're going to put that in our jar as soon as we figure out what color.
Oh, come on now. You got to help us out here. Somebody type in red, green, or blue. Which one do you want the water to be? All right. I'm not seeing the thing come up. Here we go. I see green.
Okay, so let's...
Thank you, Michelle.
Yay!
Thank you. Can always count on Michelle.
Yay! So we're going to put some green in there.
All right. Woo! Ah, it's such a nice, pretty...
Jealousy, right?
So because Michelle picked green, we are now going to analyze. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
So then we know that this is the world, okay? World filled with jealousy, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the egg right here is going to represent us, God's children.
Yeah.
So I want you to think for a moment, do you think this egg is going to float or sink in the water?
Yeah, class. What do you think? You know,
Getting
classes.
it all green.
You're getting it green. What's going to become green?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think?
Sink or float.
Is it going to sink or float? Class, tell your teacher. All right.
Let's put it in
so
there.
We're going to put it in. Well, you're going to do it smarter.
Okay. There we go.
Is it going to crack? Well,
Oh.
it definitely is not floating.
No.
And see, sometimes it's either, you know, our emotions get the best of us and the circumstances around us can get us angry or can make us jealous or envious, wanting something somebody else has. Or even sometimes we get so sad that we just feel like we're sinking to the bottom. Like there we are, we just really can't get up. We're just kind of stuck with that. And so what we're going to do is do something else.
We are going to do something else, but first Pastor Jeff's going to read from the Bible what needs to be added. What does God do?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so this is from Matthew, you know, one of the 4 gospel writers, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And Matthew, who was at one time a tax collector, and Jesus came by and said, "Get up, come and follow me." And guess what? Matthew did. And so he became a follower of Jesus. And later on, he wrote what many believe to be one of the first gospels, all right? So from Matthew chapter 5, it says these words: "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything except to be thrown out and trampled. But you are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Well, that would be silly.
Oh, yeah.
Instead, they put it on a lampstand so they can give light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine so that all people, so that they can see your actions, your good actions, and praise your Father in heaven. Isn't that cool verse, okay?
And God,
so salt.
And God wants us to be like that salt to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do is we have salt right here. But guess what? We can't just leave it in the container.
Yeah.
And have it separate. So what we're going to do is I'm going to
And you know what? Here's the point. Before you and I can be salt or light, we need the one who is the salt and the one who is the light to truly come and impact our lives, to come into our hearts and come in. All right, so what am I supposed to do here?
We're going to add a lot of salt. I'm going to
add a lot of salt.
A lot of salt.
A lot.
A lot.
Like that much?
No,
no.
A lot of salt.
A lot of salt.
Pour in a lot of salt.
Oh my goodness, this is a lot of salt.
A lot of salt. Because we want to be super salty.
Oh, well, God just pours out the salt and the light into our lives. You tell me, is that enough yet?
Can you stop for just a minute and we'll stir it up.
All right.
Let's stir that salt up. Oh, let's just add a little bit more.
Wow.
Just as a precaution.
As a precaution.
Because we want to make sure. And don't worry, I didn't forget about my pretzel. It's out of the oven.
Oh, cool.
While you were talking.
All right.
Oh, I feel like you should add just a little bit more. Because I just want to make sure it works. But we can always
Well, it's going to work because there's going to be this mountain of salt.
Yes, there is. All right.
All right, well, it's dissolving, actually.
It is, that's good.
So that it's kind of like the ocean. If you've ever accidentally got ocean water in your mouth, you know that's pretty salty, too.
So now we're going to go ahead and add the egg back in there. And we're going to see what happens.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness, look at that.
Here, we can even shove that up there.
Yeah. You know
What's happened, man? When God pours out His love and His light and His salt, it lifts us up.
Right up.
And so that we become His people. And then guess what? We can do the same. We are meant to be salt and light, which means we go into the world and we can encourage people. Like one of our listeners on here, Michelle, she is always praying for her friends. You know, all the people that she meets, she is a real encourager. I can just tell you that. She is salt and light in the world around her. And that's fantastic.
That is.
And our students, when you think about this, God is choosing you and me. And He says, not only is He salt and light, but because He has poured Himself in us, guess what? We're salt and light too.
Yes. And there's so many ways that we can share that. Because people notice that about us. Yeah. When they see us, they can tell that we have salt and light in us.
Yeah. Let's just think about salt. Salt gives things flavor. Like when you put salt on something can taste kind of bland. Yeah. And then you put a little salt. You don't have to dump it on there like I was dumping this. Not like that. That'd be like, ugh. But when you just put a little, it brings out the flavor. And what is that a cool thought? If you and I are meant to be salt, that when we go into the world, when we are a friend with somebody or when we meet somebody, we can bring out flavor in their experience, in their life. It's a preservative.
It is.
It's a preservative. This is all this cool stuff about salt. And so we got a snack tonight, right?
Yes, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out my pretzel.
I'm going to move this back.
And it's kind of still
Kind of put it there. Our egg is still floating.
Look at it like that. Doesn't that look good? I'm going to tear off a bite. I really like mustard on mine, but it is still. Oh, I can taste the salt in there. Can you taste it?
Blood sugar is going high.
Is it delicious?
It's very good.
It's so good.
And the thing about a pretzel,
yeah.
is it reminds us, even though we just ate the arm, it kind of reminds us of the praying arms, right? That we're praying. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to sing a song.
Pretzel's so good. I'll save it for later when I dip it in some mustard.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I got to get my little props here.
And you know, mustard has quite a bit of salt in it too. And that's why it has good flavor. All right, so we're going to sing a song.
Oh, look how bright that is.
We're going to sing a song that some friends of ours wrote from when we lived in Nashville. Rob Ondras and Jimmy Young wrote this, and it was for a kids album that I wrote a song for as well, but I didn't write on this song, but I love this song. So we got to get the words so that you could sing along at home. It's, or in your classroom when you watch this later. It's shake, 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 shake the salt. All right, so we got the maracas going. We're rocking them.
Yeah.
So that's rocking so the maraca. All right.
And my light.
And the light.
It's
all right.
so bright.
So let's try it again. Shake, 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 shake the salt. Said, you are the salt of the earth. So put in a shaker, shake it all around. You better shake it all around. Jesus said, you are the light of the world. So make it plain for everyone to see. Here we go. Shake, 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 shake. Shine, 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 shine the light. Shake, 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 shake the salt. Shine, 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 shine the light. We are salt, we are light. One more time. Jesus said, the salt of the earth. So put it in a shaker and shake it all around. That's it. And Jesus said, we are the light of the world. So make it plain for everyone to see. One more time. Shake, 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 shake the salt. Shine, 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 shine the light. Shake, 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 shake the salt. Shine, 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 shine the light. We are salt, we are light.
Woo, that was so fun.
All right, all right.
All right, we have just a couple announcements for tonight.
Announcements.
Yes, this weekend.
Wait a minute, here it is. Announcements.
All right, so this weekend in our worship services on Saturday night at 6 o'clock and Sunday at 8:30 and 10:45, we've been working on a special project with lots of kids.
72 kids.
Yes. And so...
And 8 adults.
So cool. And so we're going to be doing that. It's a video.
It's a video we created. Instead of having our old drama teams, you know, like Michelle would have remembered. She would have remembered those drama teams from a long time ago. Instead of our children's drama teams, since we can't do it because of COVID. By the way, we can put that down.
Oh, sorry.
Woo! So we've got a video that we're going to show at all 3 services. And remember, Sunday services are also online at 8:30 or 10:45. What else we got going on?
We just I wanted to invite the kids to our Sho-Time on Saturday mornings at 10:30, from 10:30 to 11, because last week we did Operation Christmas Child Packing.
And how did that go?
It was great. $386 as we did.
So far. And we
many.
actually had more come in this week.
We did.
We had 10, so that's 96.
And one of the girls from church, she is picking up 6 more boxes.
That would put us over 400.
It's so exciting.
Our goal is to hit 500, and that doesn't even count our school.
I had to go and find more shoe boxes because we were doing so great.
Right.
And then also on Sunday afternoon from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., we're going to do a fun little fall fest for families.
Yeah. Distanced.
Yes.
Out on our baseball field so that we can be far apart and move, and we're not all bunched up, so that we can spread out and just enjoy games and some crafts. And
I heard that Kona Ice is going to be there.
Kona Ice is even going to be there.
Yes.
Which is cool.
It'll be so exciting.
It's supposed to be beautiful and 82 degrees on Sunday, so come on out and enjoy it. 4 to 6. You don't have to be there the whole 2 hours. Come and go as you can. But we would love to see you come out. All right?
All right. So I guess we
it's
can
prayer time.
Close in prayer.
All right.
All righty.
We're going to do an echo prayer.
Yep.
Dear Jesus.
Dear Jesus.
Thank you for being the light of the world.
Thank you for being the light of the world.
And the salt of the earth.
And the salt of the earth.
Make us salt and light.
Make us salt and light.
So that we can see you lift others up.
So that we can see you lift others up.
And know your love.
And know your love.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, y'all have an awesome week. It was so good spending time with you here on Lessons from 48th Lane. See you next week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.